He gave the woman on the pass one fish. That was his mistake. An ox driver loaded his ox with 2 baskets of dried salted fish and set out over the mountain to sell them. The pass was narrow and steep, and the autumn light was already going out of the trees. Halfway up, a tall woman stepped out of the pines. She looked like anyone's grandmother, and she asked him for one fish. He gave her one. She swallowed it whole, bones and all, without chewing. "One more," she said. He gave her another, then another, and another. He kept walking, and she kept pace with him without ever seeming to hurry. By the top of the pass both baskets were empty, and she licked the salt off her fingers. "Then I will eat the ox," she said, and her mouth opened wider than any mouth should open. He cut the rope and ran. Behind him on the road he heard what happened to the ox. "And now I will eat you," called the voice, closer than it had any right to be. He left the road and went down into the black forest, with branches tearing at his face. Deep in the trees he found one hut with no light in it and no smoke above it. Inside there was a sunken hearth, a great wooden chest, and an iron pot big enough to boil a man. Then he heard feet on the path. He climbed up into the dark and lay flat along the roof beam. The door slid open, and the woman from the pass came in and hung up her wet straw cape. The hut was hers. She built up the fire, and ate, and drank, and began to talk to herself the way lonely things do. "Shall I sleep in the pot tonight? No. Iron is cold, and iron rings when you move." "The chest," she said. "The chest is warm and the chest is quiet." And she climbed in and pulled the lid down over herself. He lay on the beam without moving until her breathing turned slow and heavy. Then he came down, one hand at a time, and lashed the lid shut with the rope he had cut off his ox. With the awl from his belt he bored a single hole through the lid. He hung the great pot over the fire and fed the fire until the water rolled. Then he poured it in through the hole, and the chest went quiet, and that was the end of the mountain witch. In the hut he found everything she had taken from that road for years: coin, cloth, and gold. He carried it down at first light, and he never crossed the pass alone again. Like, comment, subscribe, and watch the next tale.